children, welcome to online class. Today we are going to discuss very important 5-mark question. Electric field due to an electric dipole at a point on the equatorial plane. So in the last class you see about the electric field due to an electric dipole at a point on the axial line. Here the question is what? Equatorial plane. So listen children, first we are going to consider the electric dipole. So the electric dipole, you all know that it is the two equal and opposite charge. That is the point A. I am taken here what? Negative charge. Then at a distance, okay, at a distance listen, I am going to consider the point B. That is I am going to taken as what? Positive charge. Okay, electric dipole. So listen children, if you consider the electric dipole, it is very important. If you consider the electric dipole, that is minus Q and plus Q the charge. Okay, at the point A, minus Q. At the point B, what? Plus Q. Okay, now I am going to consider the center point, listen, that is taken as what? O. Either side, listen, it is separated by the distance what? A. Okay, so first I am consider one electric dipole. The second I am going to consider the equatorial plane. So what do you mean by equatorial plane? One perpendicular plane for this electric dipole. Okay, so listen, for with respect to this listen, I am going to consider one perpendicular plane. Okay, I am going to take on one perpendicular plane, that is only we are called as what? Equatorial plane. Okay, in this equatorial plane, from the center of the electric dipole at a distance r. Okay, listen, at a distance r, I am going to consider one point. Okay, that is I am going to take on as what? C. So listen children, first I am going to consider one electric dipole. Okay, next this electric dipole on the equatorial plane. So I am taken one equatorial plane. It is a perpendicular plane with respect to the electric dipole. Now I want to calculate the electric field due to an electric dipole at the point C. On the equatorial plane I want to calculate. Okay, so listen children. So with respect to the point C, I join the line. Okay, so it make an angle is, listen, with respect to this one, it make an angle is, I am going to take an as what? Theta. Okay, so the point C on either side, listen, we are going to take on this angle is, I am going to take an as what? Theta. So at the point C, I want to calculate the electric field. So if at the point C, if I want to calculate the electric field due to the electric dipole. So listen children, so at the point C, the direction of the electric field due to the negative positive charge, first I am going to calculate. Okay, so here listen, at the point C, the electric field due to the positive charge will be acting outward direction. So you want to draw the line along, listen, outward direction. Okay, it is along what? BC. Okay, so listen, it is along what? BC, that is due to the E positive vector. Okay, due to the positive charge, the electric field is acting in an outward direction at the point C. Now, the second step, you are going to calculate the electric field at the point C due to the negative charge. You all know that for the negative charge, the direction is what? Inward. Okay, so I can draw here, it is what? Inward. Okay, so listen children, here it is an outward direction. That is E positive vector is acting in an outward direction. Here E negative vector is acting in an inward direction at the point C. Okay, so if you see at the point C, the two vectors are acting in the different direction. Okay, in the above case, if you see, listen children, two vectors are acting in the opposite direction. So with respect to that, listen, by using the superposition principle, you are calculated there. If you see here, at the point C, the two vectors are acting in the different direction. So you want to follow the method is called as what? Resolution. So listen, for clear understanding, I am taken the point C here. Okay, so I draw separately the point C. Okay, so at this point C, listen children, I am going to take first the positive charge alone. Okay, the electric field due to the positive charge. Okay, so listen children, the electric field due to the positive charge, okay, resolved into two components now. Okay, one is we are taken as what? Parallel component, and another one is we are going to taken as what? Perpendicular component. So listen, at this point if I draw like this, okay, if I draw, listen, this the line, if I draw like this, listen, if you know that it is in the shape of what? Z. Here the angle is what? Theta. So we can say here it is also what? Theta. Here listen, the alternative angle again it is called as what? Theta. Correct? So listen, so what is this angle here? This line, this having the angle is we are going to take as what? Theta. Okay, so when you resolve this E positive vector, when you resolve this E positive vector, listen, it is where the theta will be denoted, that is we are called as what? Parallel component. Okay, so you can write here the magnitude. Listen children, the magnitude of E positive vector into cos theta. Correct? Okay, so listen, the component will be resolved into, we are consider E, there is the magnitude of E positive vector into cos theta. Again come to here, what is the concept here? That is here perpendicular component, so E positive vector into what will become? Sin theta. Okay, into what will come? Into sin theta. Okay, understand? Again, listen children, at the same point the C, okay, what is another one? That is E negative vector. So listen, at the point C, I am going to draw the E negative vector. So it is what? E negative vector. Okay, here already what is the angle here? This angle is we are going to take as what? Theta. Now, again this E negative vector is resolved into two components. Already listen, this line is here. Okay, I am going to consider, listen, this is the same line. This is the horizontal component. And next listen, one perpendicular, that is the vertical component. Okay, I am going to take another one is called as what? Vertical component I am going to consider. Okay, so listen children, so the E negative vector is again resolved into one parallel component and one vertical component. So parallel component, how to write here? So I can write here what? The magnitude of the E negative vector. Okay, magnitude means we can put the determination. Okay, so listen, magnitude of the E vector into cos theta. Okay, into cos theta. Here what will come? It is a perpendicular component. That is the magnitude of the E negative vector into sin theta. Into what? Sin theta. Okay, understand? So we will get the diagram, listen. That is, if you see here, E positive vector into sin theta will be acting in an upward direction. E negative vector into sin theta will be acting in a downward direction. If you see, the perpendicular component E positive sin theta and E negative sin theta are equal in magnitude and acting opposite in direction. Okay, so listen children, from the point, listen, we know the formula for electric field. E is equal to, okay, we can calculate the formula for electric field. E is equal to what formula? Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. Okay, so listen, for the positive charge or we are taken the negative charge. Okay, listen, the magnitude of the Q, here is also Q, here is also what? Q. Correct? If you consider here what? 4 pi epsilon naught is a common term. If you take the distance R, so listen, the point C, from the charge Q as well as listen from the charge minus Q as well as from the charge plus Q, the distance is what? Equal. So the electric field by means of the negative charge and the electric field by means of the positive charge are equal. Okay, so only here we can consider here the magnitude of the total electric field at the point C. If you see here, listen, the upward E positive vector into sin theta and E negative vector into sin theta both will be equals and acting in an opposite direction, so that will be cancelled. So I will get the answer, listen children, the total E vector. Okay, so the total electric field at the point C is equal to, okay, I am getting here, listen, the total electric field is at the point C is the sum of the parallel component. Okay, sum of the parallel component of what? E positive vector and the E negative vector. Sum of the parallel component of what? E positive vector and the E negative vector. So listen children, already you know that the direction of the dipole moment, it is from minus q to plus q. Okay, the direction of the dipole moment is we are considered what? Minus q to plus q. If you see here, what is this direction? Okay, here the direction is what? The resultant direction is will be taken place in an opposite to the dipole moment. Correct? So only in the diagram, if you see here, listen children, the resultant value will be lie in the opposite direction, means listen, minus p vector here. Okay, it will indicate here what? Minus p vector. Because here listen, the direction is along minus p cap. Okay, so listen children, if we have taken this the origin, means listen, what are the value taken place along the positive x-axis taken as what? Plus p cap. Now here taken as what? Negative direction. Okay, so here the listen, the resultant is along the negative direction. So only it is nothing called as what? Minus p cap will become. Okay, so the total electric field E total vector is equal to, if we add the two value, we will get here listen, E positive vector into cos theta. We are writing only the magnitude. What is the direction here? The direction is what? Minus p cap. Okay, the direction is what? Minus p cap. Next listen, it is the sum of. Okay, so we are adding listen. Next value is what is the next value? That is E negative vector into again listen cos p cap. Okay, listen, the modulus of listen children, E negative vector into cos theta. Okay, here listen, the cos theta into what will become here? P cap. Okay, so here it is also along in which direction? Negative direction. So I can put here what? Minus. Okay, so it is what? Minus p cap. Okay, understand children? So we can write the formula clearly. Listen, cos theta into minus p cap. So E total vector is equal to minus E positive vector into cos theta into p cap minus E negative, there is a magnitude of E negative vector into cos theta into p cap. Okay, understand children? So from this we can calculate E total vector is equal to minus E positive vector, that is a magnitude of E positive vector cos theta into p cap minus magnitude of E negative vector into cos theta. Okay, cos theta into p cap. Okay, so we are getting the formula E total vector. Okay, E total vector is equal to this equation. So next you want to calculate the E positive vector and the E negative vector. Already I told you both are having what? Same magnitude. So we can write here E positive, that is the magnitude of E positive and E negative, both are same value. So that is equal to, listen, what is the magnitude of charge? Q, both are having the same magnitude Q, that is 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, here you are going to write only the magnitude, so no need to write the vector equation. Okay, so you can write the magnitude of E positive vector is equal to the magnitude of listen E negative vector is equal to what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, so listen children, if you calculate the distance, okay, listen, from A to the point C, okay, A to the point C or B to the point C. AC is equal to what? BC. So you want to calculate the value of here what? AC. For that listen, you can calculate AC or BC. Both are correct. So I can write here listen AC square. Okay, you can consider this triangle. Okay, in this one here right angle triangle. So we have taken this one. Listen, AC square is equal to, what is the value here? R. Here A. Correct. Take this triangle and apply listen Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square is equal to R square plus A square. Okay, R square plus A square. So we will get the answer as, listen here, that is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into what we will get here? R square plus A square. Okay, so the magnitude of the value E positive vector is equal to E negative vector is equal to 1, that is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught of R square plus A square. Okay, understand children? Now substitute this value in the above equation. Okay, so we are getting that listen, both are having the same magnitude, correct? E positive vector and E negative vector is equal. So we can rearrange this equation, that is equal to. Okay, listen children, E positive vector and E negative vector are same. Okay, so listen, this quantity and this quantities are what, same. So listen, this we can write minus 1. Same value means listen, minus 1, minus 1. What will get? Minus 2. Okay, so I can write here minus 2, any one of the value. Okay, we can write E because both are having the same value. Okay, so E positive vector into cos theta into p cap. Okay, so substitute we will get now E total vector is equal to minus 2. What is the value here? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught of r square plus a square into cos theta into p cap. Okay, thus we are getting the formula. Okay, now next step we are going to calculate the value of cos theta. Okay, so here listen, for calculating the value of cos theta, we can take the triangle, that is OAC. Okay, take the triangle OAC. In this triangle OAC, listen here theta. So cos theta is equal to, what is the value? Adjacent side A. So that is equal to A divided by, what is this length? AC. Okay, that is equal to what? Listen children, here take cos theta is equal to adjacent side A, and here listen AC. Okay, we are going to take a hypotenuse, nothing called as what? AC. So cos theta is equal to A by AC. We already know AC square is equal to R square plus A square. So how we can write here? A divided by, that is R square plus A square whole power 1 by 2. Okay, listen, we need only AC. Okay, so take the square root of the above value. We will get R square plus A square whole power 1 by 2. Okay, in the denominator, correct? So we can write here, so that is equal to minus, okay, don't forget to put here minus 2q. Okay, next listen, write all the values here, 4 pi epsilon naught of r square plus a square. Instead of cos theta, we can write here a. Okay, in the numerator what will come? A. In the denominator listen, r square plus a square whole power 1 by 2 into p cap. Don't forget to put the p cap. Okay, understand? So we will get the formula E total vector is equal to this value. Listen, in the denominator, here r square plus a square whole power 1. Here r square plus a square whole power 1 by 2. So listen children, anytime whole power 1 by 2, we can add. So listen here what? 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, we will get here the answer is listen. If you consider here, listen children, once again listen, we can consider the value here. Here whole power 1. Here whole power what? 1 by 2. Okay, here listen, r square plus a square whole power 1. Here whole power 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, I can write here, listen, whole power 1. Here whole power 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2. Do the calculation, listen, we can get 1 plus 1 by 2, cross multiply 2 plus 1, 3 by 2. Okay, so the power will be now changed into what? 3 by 2. So I can write the equation now, E total vector is equal to minus 2QA P cap divided by 4 pi epsilon naught of, listen, this 2 term will be now simplified into 1 term, that is r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Okay, so we are getting the formula, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught of, listen, 2QA P cap divided by r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Okay, and also listen children, if you see this equation, we know the dipole moment formula. So what is the dipole moment formula? That is, listen, P vector. Okay, we are getting the dipole moment formula, listen, P vector is equal to, I can write here, P vector is equal to what we will get? Minus 2QA into P cap. So instead of this value, okay, instead of this value, now we can write what? P vector. Okay, understand? That is E total vector is equal to, okay, so we will get E total vector is equal to, instead of 2QA P cap, okay, we are getting listen, this negative sign. Next, instead of this value only, we already write here, there is P vector. So minus p vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught of r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Again here we want to consider one condition, listen children, for a very large distance. Which is the very large distance, listen, when you compare to a and r, listen, the r is very large, okay. So listen children, when the r is very large, so we can neglect the term a square. Okay, so we can write, listen, a square, listen, r square plus a square. Okay, this is, listen, we can neglect that. Whole power what is there? 3 by 2. So r square whole power 3 by 2. So the 2 will be cancelled. We will get the answer is what? R power 3. Okay, so we will get the answer is what? R power 3. So we can write the above equation now. E total vector is equal to minus p vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r power 3. Okay, so we will get the formula E total vector is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p vector divided by r cube. Here the condition is what? When the r is very greater than a. Okay, and also listen children, when you draw the diagram, okay, the length of the E positive vector and E negative vector, you mark the length must be equal. Because we have taken here the magnitude is what? Equal. Okay, understand? Next, if you see the important inferences, here the first point, the electric field due to an electric dipole at point on the axial line, we calculated as what? E vector total is equal to 2p vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r cube. Okay, so listen children, it is for very large distance. If you see, for the electric field due to an electric dipole at point on the equatorial line, again for the large distance, E total vector is equal to minus p vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r cube. Okay, if you see these two equations, listen, the first equation, the magnitude of the electric field at point on the dipole axis twice the, so here listen children, twice the magnitude of the electric field at the point on the same distance on the equatorial plane. Okay, so here we see here the first equation we having what? 2p vector, that is what? Twice time. So the direction, if you see, the direction of the electric dipole at the point on the dipole axis is along the direction of the dipole moment p vector. So only here we are getting that the what? Positive p vector. But here it is what? Opposite in direction. So minus p vector. That is the first point. Second point, if you take the electric dipole, we know that, listen, in this equation we calculated for electric dipole. Here E is inversely proportional to R cube. Here is also E vector is inversely proportional to R cube. So if you take the electric dipole, E is inversely proportional to R cube. Next we are going to consider for the point charge. For point charge, what is the formula? E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. So we can say that here, listen, for the point charge, E is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Here cube of the distance. So from these two equations, we can understand that here R cube is greater. Correct? When you compare to these two equations, listen, R cube is greater. So the electric field due to the dipole at a very large distance goes to 0 faster. Okay, listen. So R cube is, listen, we are going to take as greater means, listen, this value will be goes and decreases. Okay, so first it reach 0, then the point charge. Okay, understand? So the electric field due to a dipole at a very large distance goes to 0 faster than the electric field due to a point charge. Okay, because the two charges approach to be close to each other and neutralize for very large distance. Okay, so that is the second point. Third point, listen children, this for the first equation, listen, the axial line and the equatorial line equation are valid only at a very large distance. R is equal to, that is, listen, R is very greater than A. Okay, suppose listen, when you take the electric dipole moment formula, P vector is equal to 2AQ P cap. Here, the value of 2A will be approach to 0, and also listen, the Q values approaches to, we are taken as what? Infinity. Then if you find out the product of 2A into Q, we are getting the answer is what? Finite. That time, that dipole, okay, that dipole is only we are called as what? Point dipole. Okay, that is we are called as what? Point dipole. Okay, so understand children. So listen, here we are going to assume the distance 2A approach to 0 and Q also approach to infinity. That time if we calculate the product of the 2QA, we are getting the answer is what? Finite. Then the dipole is we are called as what? Point dipole. Okay, so for point dipole, the first equation and the second equations are true for any value of the distance r. Okay, understand?